and trending stories. You know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info, the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. 3 minutes gone past the 5 o'clock hour. I did promise you that we're going to be looking more closely at the issue of local government autonomy from a political perspective. And of course, my guest is a former governorship candidate in Ekiti State. He was formerly the chairman of IPAC, but he's here in the capacity of a former governorship candidate. And we're just not going to look at it from that. We were looking at the actualization of this court judgment. Will governors, our governors, willing to embrace this, and what changes will come about as a result of the activation of this local government autonomy? Now, earlier, when this story broke, of course, the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, had something to say about this issue, and I want to play that clip from Seyi Makinde, and then of course I'll bring my guest on. I'll introduce him properly, and then we'll get set into the conversation today. Once again, welcome to Hard Facts, and this is A's and Nays. We're looking at the issue of course, local government autonomy. Let me try my best to play that video from Governor Seyi Makinde. Take a listen, and then, of course, my guest will come in on the conversation. Well, let's take a listen to Seyi Makinde.
There's judgment of the Supreme Court. There's local government autonomy, financial autonomy, and all of that. And I will still say it. I think it's just a distraction. We must face the real issues that we have. And the issue that we have is we are not producing enough. We're not productive. Whatever it is that we're sharing in Abuja, which is what this FAQ is all about. Oh, okay. Whatever is in Abuja, share it to the local government. Is that our problem? Well, okay, maybe it may be a part of the problem that, yes, you want to have a value for what is being shared, but our real problem is productivity. So now this is going to be the discussion for the next maybe 1 month or so, when issue of hunger and anger in the land will still be under the table. It's a big issue. The federal government is saying, okay, now we need to import food. It's a big shame. Yes, it's a big shame on this country. We cannot feed ourselves. And then you're saying,
that's Governor Seyi Makinde speaking on the issue of local government autonomy. He's making reference to it as a distraction. And he says this is a distraction as opposed to the fact that we have bigger problems to deal with. He says, well, yeah, maybe local government autonomy might be a problem, but it's not as big as a problem as the fact that we're importing food. There's hunger in the land. And he says this is a distraction. Well, let me introduce to you my guest for our conversation this evening. Honorable Ifedayo Iyaniwura is a former governorship candidate in Ekiti State. Honorable Ifedayo, it's so good to have you join us. Thank you for being part of the conversation this evening. Welcome. Honorable.
Well, thank you.
Okay, great. Great.
To be with you.
Great. So good to have you join us. Let's start by looking at the content of Seyi Makinde's speech. What exactly do you make of it? Are you one who holds the opinion that maybe he might be right to a certain extent? And if you do not agree, why?
Well, I think your audio is bad. Then notwithstanding, I can pick.
Can you not hear me? I think that I think that you need to lose. I'm sorry. I think you need to let go of your earpiece. That way you can hear me perfectly. Just let go of your earpiece. My audio would be better.
Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, can I go ahead?
Well, go ahead. I'm just worried that you're saying you can't hear me, so I just want to be sure. I need you to lose the earpiece. Take out the earpiece. That way you can hear me. Disconnect it. Disconnect the earpiece. Can you hear me?
Well, I think you actually, I can hear you.
Yeah, but I need you to take out.
Audio is bad. Anyway.
Hold on. I need you to take out the earpiece. Your earpiece that you're using. Remove it. Disconnect it so you can hear me better. Disconnect it from the system so you can hear me better.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly now. That's
better.
Fine. Yeah,
so take out the earpiece. Go ahead.
You have done that already now.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Well, first of all, let me appreciate you for the invite. As regards the issue of Supreme Court judgment, as far as I'm concerned, what I see in that judgment is just illegal status and the administrative law at play, because it's just a way of trying to affirm an existing position. In 2019, the NFIU recommend in 2019, the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, NFIU, passed a recommendation to the then president of Buhari on this issue of financial autonomy. And in that recommendation, it was stated that funds from federation accounts should be directly given and signed by the local government chairman. And it was also stated in that recommendation that henceforth, local governments 6 states to only recognize democratically elected local government council. And also, in that recommendation, it was also stated that any governor found tampering with local government funds shall be sanctioned. This recommendation was actually endorsed by the then President Buhari via an executive order. So, and if you follow that judgment, you will realize that the judgment still speaks about the position of the Constitution, which implies that this issue of local government autonomy is strictly constitutional issue. Section 162, that speaks about the public revenue. The section 162, subsection 1, says there shall be a special account for the federation, and that account shall be called federation accounts. And in now subsection 3 of that section 162, it was stated on how the money will be shared. It stated that the funds, any amount in federation accounts, shall be shared between the federal government, the government of the state, and local government. But one thing now is this: the manner in which the money will get to local government was not stated. This is where the whole thing turned to bone of contention. So we were left with two ways. It's either the money gets to local government system through the government of the state, or directly from the federal account. The previous practice, releasing funds for local government system through the state government, was actually not illegal. It was on the basis of the manner in which the money will get to local council areas. Not until when it was seen that some state governments are abusing the power by holding on to the local government funds. This is when the issue of the other way around to go now needed to be addressed. And what played out was that they took alternative to the previous way or manner on how the money gets to the state government, the local government, through the state government. And now they the court rules that the money should be from federation accounts to the local government account, provided the local government is democratically elected. Then the judgment is in conformity with the position of the law. That tells that it's strictly a constitutional matter. However, this financial autonomy for the local government system in Nigeria is not enough. We should be talking about total autonomy. That is only if you really believe.
But Mr. Iyaniwura, there are those who make a case of the content of the Constitution in the case of this local government autonomy, saying that the Constitution in itself does not recognize the local government as a different arm of government, much as it recognizes the federal and state government. Instead, that particular clause recognizes the local government as an appendage to the state. Yes, it does put out its duties, it lines out its duties, but does not constitutionally recognize it as a arm of government. And I've had this conversation with legal luminaries over and over again. So the Supreme Court judgment, as welcomed as it is, there are those who still fault it.
Well, this depends. Only address the issue of finance. A lot of factors that needed to be put in consideration before we can talk about the total emancipation of local government system in Nigeria. I'm in line with you and I agree with you outrightly that the position of the Constitution of Nigeria subjected local government to be under the state government. That is section 2, subsection 2 of the Nigerian Constitution, where it says that there shall be a federation which will consist states and federal capital territory. That alone has already subjected the local government system to be under the state government. That's number one. Then section 7, subsection 1 of the same constitution says that guaranteed democratically elected local government council in Nigeria. And accordingly, this local government council, their existence, that is their existence now, shall be determined by the government of the state.
Okay.
The government of the state shall ensure the existence of the local government council under law, which provides for the establishment, for the structure, for the composition, for the finance, and for the functions of these council areas. Now, the Supreme Court judgment has only addressed the issue of finance. What about the issue of establishment, issue of the functions? What about issue of structure? How about the issue of composition? So, in view of this, it is not enough to say that financial autonomy is enough to see that our local government has totally been savage. No. We must look deep in this direction. That the implication of that judgment is more or less as if you have your money, but you don't have authority over how the money could be spent. Because are we saying that state government through the SIEC, State Independent Electoral Commission, conducting local government election in this state is illegal? No. Are we saying the influence of House of Assembly on local government in each state is illegal? No. Are we saying the existence of local government
caretaker committees?
The existence of yes. Are we saying that is illegal? No. The section 7 of section 1 allows this, give the state government the power. Now, if we are to now talk about total emancipation, total autonomy must be ensured. And this is why it is so imperative for the National House of Assembly to work hand in hand with the Minister of Justice and Attorney General to see how to make a provision that can easily notify that section 7, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution. Anything out of this, it will be so difficult. If you look at the Supreme Court judgment, you will see that it was actually in conformity with the position of Section 162, subsection 3. So there is no any special law being brought to table. The area of where administrative law come to play is where our manner these local government funds can get to them. And it has not become law because in Nigeria, judicial precedent, case law is one of the major sources of law in Nigeria. So for that to have been pronounced by the Supreme Court, it has not become law that henceforth local government funds can only come from the national account and directly to local government purse, which of course is not enough.
Okay, let's talk about the finances, which obviously has always been the bone of contention. Many of us have continuously mostly asked state governments to do things that were supposedly to be done by local government, in terms of healthcare, in terms of sanitation, and several other issues. The state government, we've always directed these issues to state governments because maybe we've always thought that these were duties of the state government. Now, tell us how, as a politician, as someone who's interested in a democratic system, what this particular judgment by the Supreme Court means for the democracy of Nigeria going forward. Yes, you've spoken about the fact that there might have to be a constitutional review of sorts to strike out a part of the Constitution that, meddles with the total freedom or emancipation of the local government, if that be even a subject people want to have a conversation on. But what does this mean for our democracy generally? And will we see more government allowing for local governments to do their duties and have their hands or have their money, access to their monies, as opposed to the governors, giving the monies or giving them whatever they like? Will we see? Because again, look at what Seyi Makinde was saying. It doesn't look like his body language is one that is receptive to this judgment.
Well, to the best of my knowledge, it would be simple of me not to put it this way, that we are aware that some state governors are already encouraged the local government chairmen in their respective states to be democratically elected and to also function. Smooth functionality of the local council areas. We are aware that that is the only means that the people at the grassroots can have access to dividend of democracy. And if I don't know every other governor, I know that of Ekiti State, that he doesn't tamper with local government funds. And this assertion was actually confirmed by AGO of recent, the AGO Ekiti State chapter of recent. So I strongly believe that there are some governors that encourage democratically elected local government council, which of course, we should always say, they did not tamper with local government funds. Now, the issue there is this. If you look at these elected local government chairmen, many of them, let me put it this way, many of them, they don't have full control over the affairs of their local government. They run the affairs of this local government system, local government council, with fear. Because in a situation whereby the House of Assembly can just wake up and suspend the local government chairman, definitely you must put that in consideration in whatever you do as a local government chairman. There is a local government service commission where we have a commissioner. This commissioner, at the helm of this local government service commission, appears to be the intermediary between the local government chairman and the governor. So the local government chairman are subjected to the office of local government service commission. So with this, they cannot have the full mind to operate the way they want. And this is why we are saying total autonomy is the best way to go.
All right.
Not other way around.
All right, Mr. Ifedayo, we have to go on a quick break. But when I come back, I want to talk about also how high-handed some local government chairmen have been in the past. and if there's any guarantee that they are not going to be as high-handed as the governor. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Ifedayo Iyaniwura is a former governorship candidate for Ekiti State, and this is A's and Nays. When we come back, we're still talking local government autonomy and the way forward for our democracy. Stay with us. My name is Maryann Okon.
There's a reason why over 1 million people
More
tune
news
into
and
Hard Facts.
information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
So clean detergents, every grain works for you.
Imagine thinking you bought an unlimited data plan, but the next thing we hear is,
oh, this data has finished again.
well, that's what happens when you don't buy a truly unlimited data plan.
Enjoy truly unlimited data with unlimited speed-based data plans from Airtel. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to buy now. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
My people, make a knock on that this story. Make a yarn in that this things where I am don't do for me. Yeah. Quality appliance, with quality performance in abundance, energy and constance. This one no be one chance. 70% electricity saving for your AC. 50% electricity saving for your freezer. Refrigerator, washing machine, Tamukuno the shake sure. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Ayatamokuna #1. Quality appliances for all.
So clean, new and improved. It's my so clean. Freeze powder that dissolves easily. It's my so clean. Foams faster, 2 times cleaning power. It's my so clean. Little goes a long way. It's my so clean. So clean. New so clean detergents, every grain works for you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls, introducing the first of its kind in Nigeria.
the first radio just for kids. It's here at 101.7 Kids FM.
Are you serious?
Oh, yes.
It's going to be fun for kids on your airwaves 24/7.
Talking about from exciting games
Check.
to juicy gist
Double check.
and great music.
Super check.
All these and more on your #1 PlayStation 101.7 Kids FM.
Don't be the last to join the train. Download the Kids FM app on your iOS or Play Store today and stay tuned on the go.
You can stream on our website at kidsfm.ng.
You can also follow us on all socials at kidsfm.ng and stand a chance to be one of the super kids.
On 101.7 Kids FM. Remember, it's no dull moments on Kids FM.
So tune in and stay locked on 101.7 Kids FM.
Let's play.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom. In a world where connectivity reigns supreme, there's one name that stands tall. Introducing Huawei eKit, cutting-edge switches, routers, and access points, brought to you by TD Africa, the continent's force in tech distribution. Our next-generation networking solutions are engineered to redefine reliability, productivity, and affordability, helping small businesses scale rapidly. Join the millions who have made the switch to Huawei's eKit. Talk to TD Africa today. Email inquiries@tdafrica.com to get on board.
He's not always in the wind, nor in the quakes, nor the fire. What do you hear? Many times, he speaks in a still, small voice. Join us Sunday mornings to hear his voice, praise him, and share your burdens. Morning Boost, 3 to 5 a.m. Sundays on 99.3 at Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
When it's football you want, get it all on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live. Because when it comes to football, we've got it all.
Stay connected for all the football you want, starting from 5,100 Naira per month.
Looking for ways to save your data? It starts with your apps. Deleting unused apps helps. But there's more. Most apps have data saver modes. Activate them to control data usage. You can also go to settings to turn off auto updates. Lastly, close unused apps to save data when you ain't using your apps. These changes can make a big difference. For more information, visit your mobile operator's website or consumer.ncc.gov.ng for more helpful tips. Stay connected and enjoy smarter data usage. This message is brought to you by the Association of Telecom Operators and Nigerian Communications Commission.
Let us dive into the heart of global affairs.
We go beyond the headlines and into the real stories shaping our world.
Why paying more than $200 million to have 1,000 Kenyan soldiers come to Haiti when we could use that money to train the police?
What you've done with your grief is actually to spread it and give it and turn it into the love.
This served Netanyahu because he didn't think Hamas would ever be a serious military threat.
Congo is a country with so much wealth. The people have been fighting to regain control.
From the corridors of power to the front lines of change, Borderline brings you in with analysis of the issues.
The U.S. has power over them. Most of them will steal money from Haiti and invest in the U.S.
Some people who support Sonko and Jumai 5, over half of them don't have a voter's card.
Sounds like Nigeria.
Join Ireti Bakari Yusuf on Borderlines as she engages with policymakers and thought leaders,
giving you perspectives and insights you won't find anywhere else.
Be part of the conversation. Join us live.
Your voice matters on Borderlines as we explore the complexities.
Every Friday at 4 p.m.
on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Stay informed, stay engaged.
Step into the conversation.
Tell me which kind thing Viva no fi wash away, 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 away. Gelato, tomato paste, coffee stain your body. Viva go wash away, 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 away. Chicken in for your clothes now, all you need for Viva to wash away, 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 away. Eh, gentle for your pocket, gentle for your hand. Oh my Viva, you good and make you shine. Oh Viva, Viva. Oh yo yo, I love my Viva, oh Viva. Oh yo yo, Uncle say bye bye to very top stage yo. Oh yo yo, Mama say bye bye to any kind stage yo. Oh yo yo, oh Viva, Viva. Oh yo yo, I love my Viva, Viva. Oh yo yo.
Attention, Airtel customers. If your line has been blocked, then this is for you.
Head to the nearest Airtel shop with your NIN. Our friendly staff will help you get your line back up and running. Don't let a blocked line keep you out of touch.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
This season of Big Brother Naija is a must follow. Follow every twist and turn with eyes wide open. Because even when the journey begins with chemistry, chaos follows. Strap in for 2 journeys in one house. Big Brother Naija Season 9 premieres Sunday 28 July, 7 p.m. West African time on DSTV 198 and GoTV 49. Gold sponsor, Guinness.
The I Beg to Differ Debate Tournament, the Nationals, is coming. August 12th in Lagos. Witness the brightest minds from across the country in a battle of intellect and eloquence.
Have you ever wondered if controlling resources will be the key to dismantling?
Yes, a child has not been properly academically satisfied.
Has such person not also get experience, like your 5th point?
Experience fierce competition.
Peace cannot be kept by force. It's not because there's natural resources there.
Persuasive arguments.
I believe that through a balanced approach to religion and education.
Don't you think that such a person is old enough to decide?
And innovative thinking.
By 1985, the poverty level was below 46%.
If they don't have money for tuition, are you saying they are not going to be accountable?
Whether you're a debater or a spectator, mark your calendars for August 12, 2024. I Beg to Differ, the Nationals in Lagos, Nigeria. Get ready to be part of history. For sponsorship and other inquiries, call Lagos Larry Griffin 0706 827 1163, Shola Kolade 0907 173 3835, or send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ Students Debates Competition, the Tournament of Champions.
Part of something special, be a part of something great. No more wishing from a distance. Take a chance and shape your fate. Now's the time, let's talk more action, cause tomorrow starts today. Own a part of something special, own a slice of something great. It's about who we are and about what we've done. And if you check the record, you will find our word is bond. It's about changing lives and about making strides. And so, if we do it, you should know we'll do it right. Cause we did it with fashion, with people and food, yes, we found the connection. Leading with innovation, and now is the time to be part of the action. So let's go. Own a part of something special, be a part of something great. No more wishing from a distance. Take a chance and shape your fate. Now's the time, let's talk more action, cause tomorrow starts today. Own a part of something special, own a slice of something great. So you can bank on us. I don't really mean to make a fuss, but you don't really want to miss the bus. You don't really want to be left behind. So let's take a chance. If you like it, we can hold your hand. If you really gotta take a chance, then it's gotta be with someone you trust. Cause we did it with fashion, with people and food, yes, we made a connection. Been leading with innovation, and now is your chance to be part of the action. So let's go. Own a part of something special, be a part of something great. No more wishing from a distance. Take a chance and shape your fate. Now's the time, let's talk more action, cause tomorrow starts today. Own a part of something special, own a slice of something great.
GTCO, proudly African, truly international.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
This is Hard Facts.
Welcome back. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We still have Ifedayo Iyaniwura. He is a former governorship candidate in Ekiti State in the previous elections. And now we are still looking at the issue of local government financial autonomy. We're looking at the concerns that have been put out by Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State and several other people. There are those who are applauding it, the likes of Falana SAN have said that this is a win for democracy, but the governor of Oyo State seems not to, appreciate the timing of this particular judgment. In fact, he has set up a committee to look into the judgment in itself, and he said that this is a distraction. But my guest is saying that this is a good time for the National Assembly, state assemblies, to revisit the section of the Constitution where needs fixing. Apparently, in his words, he's saying that they need a total independence of sorts. He's talking about the local governments here. But I'd like for you to join the conversation, Lagos. The phone lines are open, 020-177 277-0993. That's 0201-277-0993 for the men. The women call 0201-465-7190. That's 0201 465-7190. On WhatsApp, you could join the conversation, 080-959-75805. We're live on YouTube and on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. Join the conversation. If you're listening to us from outside of the country, we're on Skype. You can call the conversation and be part of it via Skype or Nigeria Info FM. We would like to hear from you on this particular issue, so don't shy away. Join the conversation. This is Hard Facts. The phone lines are open. Go straight to the point. You have 60 seconds. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling
Market
from?
Woman.
Market Woman, go ahead, please.
That governor, I don't think is serious. As if 50 state, it's very greedy for him to say like that. The people in the state, are they not hungry? As if 50. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Market Woman, for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Oh, apologies. Call us back. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Michael. See, they said I guess is the governorship. He ran the last election in Ekiti State.
Yes.
Oh, that's part of the problem. Anyway, let me go straight to the point. You see, I hate to align myself with the thought of a politician, but in this case, I think the governor is right. You see, this desperation about control. Where is he taking this? And you see, whoever goes to the equity must not go with a filthy hand. We are talking of control. I mean, this Tinubu. We are talking of control of local government autonomy. Yes, all good and fine. But like the governor said, is that our biggest problem right now? We will come to that when the time is right. But now you are talking of autonomy. The judiciary that even granted that judgment is not autonomy. If it is a citizen that brought that case against the governors, I tell you the judges will say otherwise. But if the judgment itself was influenced by the executive, the National Assembly is a mess of itself because those are the things the Constitution said that there should be on its own to checkmate each other. The National Assembly, you can see, is a mess of it, so there's no independence in that. Even the electoral system that brought it in is a mess. It's not independent. So why are you so about this local government? It's just the control. Everything for him is politics. The people you are talking, you yourself, you don't even believe in the autonomy of other branch of the government. You control the National Assembly. You control the judiciary.
So you agree with Seyi Makinde that this is a distraction.
It's a pure distraction. This is not. The people are dying on the street. That man is there. I don't know what he's talking. Is that what people will eat?
Okay.
What is this?
Thank you very much for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Pastor Ladipo.
Go ahead.
Maryann, I want to believe that there is no immunity for local government
chairman. Absolutely none.
Thank you. Let Mr. Governor not worry himself. The truth is this. We have 774 local governments. Let EFCC begin to set out the machineries in place. I think what the governor is worried about is that I think it is his second tenure. So if it has happened in his first tenure, I don't think he will complain. For me, I want to believe that it's not right for the governor to say anything. It's just that let EFCC, as it is now, set up what is called monitoring team. That they are eagle eye. Before they spend the money, they should have a proactive team, not an active team, a proactive. That before this thing will happen, they've already come against it. As the allocation is coming, how they are spending it. Otherwise, just as what the state has said.
As much as I want to agree with you, Pastor Ladik, but who's monitoring the monies that the state governments have, the monies that have been budgeted by the state government, let alone somebody keeping an eye on what the local governments are spending?
You know, the state governors, they have what they call immunity. So, to an extent, they might not monitor them. And even if you monitor them now and you call them, you can't prosecute. But this one, you can follow the money. You can know where it's going to. That is what I'm saying, to avoid abuse.
Okay, all right.
That is it.
Thank you, Pastor Ladipo, for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good evening, Maryann.
Good evening. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
I'm a friend calling from Ajo.
Go ahead.
I think I should tell the line of your guest in the studio, because as you rightly pinpointed, he talked about local government commission and state assembly, interfering in local government affairs.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with him totally. It's a welcome development anyway. The local government autonomy, the financial autonomy is a welcome development, and there cannot be a better time than this or now. That's autonomy. I mean, that's my opinion.
All right, thank you very much. Total autonomy, he says. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Maryann.
Good evening.
Hey, Maryann, this is Malik speaking from Maryland.
Hi, Malik. Go ahead, please.
Maryann, I want you to check this after the program. Macom. It's owned by a governor that is complaining, that company, and see how much is owing his staff that he did not pay. So when they are complaining, you should know that, look, most people ruling us or that are in office has done one or two things before they became government official. And what do you expect from them? Autonomy fire. No matter EFCC put that torchlight for local government chairman, the money goes see waka. Is our way. Maryann, is our way. The governor that has stolen so many amount of money, how many have been brought to book? How many? Local government chairman. Okay, yes, he put office for each local government Nigeria now. Let's see how it will go. This country, you will say local government chairman. Say they want to
but we seem to all forget about the fact that there's certain things that the local government have as duties stated out in the Constitution that they need to carry out. But the general excuse is always that the governors are not giving them monies to do these things, and so they still have to go cap in hand to the government.
You are correct. Local governments are meant to get some small roads in their community to make it motorable. They are meant to do some small borders to make it easy for people. But because of what the governors have taught them, there's an accident at K2. A trailer has stumbled.
Oh, okay.
A tanker. I can see it like this now, and there are firefighters there.
Okay.
I think there's product in it. There are firefighters there. Maryann, the way governors have to steal money, this country, paper and pen, money go waka. Good afternoon.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Ifedayo, I'm going to come to you in a bit. Just a few more calls. Hello.
Hello, how are you, my sister?
Good evening. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Musba here from Mushi.
Musba, go ahead,
I don't know the reason people just celebrate this local government autonomy. Look, let's call a spade a spade. This is not what we need right now. But just partially, you may say this, but what we need is true federalism. Let the state government and state governor and the local government have weak center. Weak center is the only issue where all the governors will control their resources, and local government too. We have free hands. But as I was saying, governor too does not have free hands. All all of them rush Abuja to collect money. What we need is that weak center, then governor and the local government too will be performed, and also we the people also to wake up to hold these people accountable. Now, local government, no matter money, they still have money. What are they doing with the money they're having? They just share it. Or even west, southwest, east and south, they're doing a lot of.
So this is the argument. Yes. There's, hold on, Ambassador Musbai. Hold on. Just a second. Yes, okay. The general knowledge or the general assumption is that yes, these people are still sharing. Yes, a little money still comes to the local government, but they're sharing it and they're not doing anything. But if there is that financial autonomy, then we have the right to now say, come and open the books to us. This is what was given to you to do A, B, C, D. And hey, they have no immunity clause in those offices. I'm just thinking.
My sister, if we cannot hold them with the little they're having right now, even they give them their own central bank, we will not be able to have them. Why can't we start now with the little they're having?
Okay. All right. I totally agree with you, Ambassador Musbau. And I'm bringing back to you, Mr. Ifedayo. He makes a very salient point here. He's saying, if we're not holding them to account right now, what's the guarantee that we can hold them to account at all?
Can you come again, please?
Well, the caller is saying that, look, some money still go to the local government. And if we've not been able to hold them account now, what's the guarantee that when they finally get this autonomy, that this total autonomy that they're asking financially, that they will be accountable to us?
Well, it's about the people. That's number one. Then secondly, the little giving to the local government chairman, why they can't really come out to tell the public about how it's being spent is many of these governors will be exposed because the money released from the federal account through the state government to local government areas is not the amount that the local government chairman usually get from the governors. And this is what makes it now turn to bone of contention, making it to be controversial, looking around to see alternative route to that. And the alternative route now is for the chairmen themselves to be receiving this allocation directly from the federation account. And the moment they are receiving the money from the federation account, now they will be liable in an attempt to mismanage the funds. The governors cannot be held responsible for that again. It is the local government chairman that will not be responsible for that. And do not forget, this is not about empty threat. It is a court pronouncement that the governors must henceforth not to touch local government funds. And forget about humility. There's already a pit already dig for these governors after government, after tenure of office. They can still be paid for court contempt. If any of them found still doing such with the local government funds. So, but one thing, which of course we call it factors that we need to face and address so that this issue of autonomy will be total is constitutional matter. And this is why I still stand on my belief that the National Assembly and the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation should come together and work it out.
Okay.
No judgment is not new to the law. It's a judgment in conformity with the position of the Constitution, meaning that the Supreme Court itself are being painstaking in pronouncing a judgment when it comes to any issue related to public affairs.
Okay. Mr. Ifedayo, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have. I wish we could go on and on this. But this is a continuous conversation. We'll talk about it on a larger scale. But I want to say thank you. Ifedayo Iyaniwura is a former governorship candidate for Ekiti State, and he's been our guest today on A's and Nays. Thank you so much, Mr. Ifedayo, for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Well, Lagos, there you have it. We will continue this conversation next week. We'll be having the National Publicity secretary of the People's Democratic Party. Hopefully, we're going to talk about this on a larger scale, on a party level. But that's it on this side of the clock. When we come back from the break, I'll be saying my proper goodbyes. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.